Welcome. In this video, we will be going over the top 10 most dangerous computer viruses of all time. These viruses not only caused financial damage, but also disrupted industries, governments, and everyday users on a massive scale, demonstrating the ever-evolving nature of cyber threats. Number 10. Zeus. Also known as Z-Bot, this is a Trojan horse designed to steal banking credentials by logging keystrokes and manipulating web sessions. It primarily spread through phishing emails and drive-by downloads from infected websites. Zeus infected millions of Windows computers worldwide and was responsible for hundreds of millions of dollars in financial losses as cybercriminals used it to steal banking information and transfer funds from compromised accounts. Its flexible code also allowed hackers to customize it for other malicious purposes. In 2014, 9 individuals based out of the UK, Ukraine, and Russia were charged with racketeering, computer fraud, and other crimes related to the Zeus virus. Number 9. CryptoLocker. CryptoLocker was one of the most infamous ransomware viruses, spreading via email attachments and encrypting the user's files upon infection. It demanded payment in Bitcoin in exchange for the decryption key, with a countdown timer to increase pressure. While law enforcement agencies eventually took down the servers controlling CryptoLocker, many victims paid the ransom, leading to financial losses of over $3 billion globally. CryptoLocker highlighted the growing threat of ransomware and the need for secure backups. Number 8. Code Red. Code Red was a worm that attacked computers running Microsoft Internet Information Services, or IIS, web server software. It defaced infected websites by displaying the message "hacked by Chinese" and launched a distributed denial of service attack, or DDoS, against the White House. The worm also created a backdoor in the system for remote access. Code Red infected more than 359,000 systems in under 14 hours and caused an estimated $2.6 billion in damages, making it one of the most destructive viruses at the time. Number 7. Stuxnet. Stuxnet was a sophisticated worm designed to sabotage Iran's nuclear enrichment program. It was the first known virus to target industrial control systems. Stuxnet spread through USB drives and exploited 4 zero-day vulnerabilities in Windows. Once inside the targeted network, it caused centrifuges to spin out of control while reporting normal operations. Though it primarily targeted Iran, it also infected computers in other countries, making it a critical example of cyber warfare and state-sponsored hacking. Number 6. Configure. Configure targeted a vulnerability in the Windows operating system and affected millions of computers, creating one of the largest botnets ever. It spread via networked computers and USB drives, bypassing antivirus software. Configure was used to steal personal information, disable security systems, and deploy additional malware. It affected military networks, government systems, and businesses worldwide, costing an estimated $9 billion in damages. Despite significant efforts by security experts, the worm remains a major threat. Number 5. Sasser. Sasser was a worm that exploited a buffer overflow vulnerability in Windows systems. Unlike many viruses, it did not rely on email to spread. Instead, it infected machines simply by scanning for vulnerable computers. Once infected, systems became unstable, causing crashes and restarts. The worm wreaked havoc on organizations around the world, grounding flights, affecting hospital operations, and disrupting government agencies. Despite causing widespread damage, the 17-year-old creator was arrested shortly after its release. Number 4. WannaCry. WannaCry was a ransomware attack that exploited a known vulnerability in Microsoft's Windows operating system, primarily affecting unpatched systems. It encrypted users' files and demanded ransom payments in Bitcoin for decryption. The attack affected more than 200,000 computers in over 150 countries, hitting institutions such as the UK's National Health Service, or NHS, FedEx, and the Spanish telecom company Telefonica. WannaCry's global disruption resulted in approximately $4 billion in damages and highlighted the dangers of poor cybersecurity practices. Number 3. Melissa. Named after an exotic dancer, the Melissa virus was one of the first viruses to spread through mass email. It infected Microsoft Word documents and emailed itself to the top 50 contacts in the infected user's email address book, leading to overloaded mail servers. Melissa caused disruptions in major corporations such as Microsoft and Intel, resulting in $1.2 billion in damages. Its rapid spread highlighted vulnerabilities in email systems, sparking the creation of stronger antivirus solutions. Number 2. MyDoom. MyDoom became the fastest spreading email-based virus at the time of its release. It propagated by sending infected attachments in emails, which, when opened, installed a backdoor in the operating system, allowing remote access. MyDoom also launched distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks on specific websites like Microsoft and Google. It cost the global economy around $38 billion and is still considered one of the most damaging worms in history. Before we get to the number 1 spot, we have a few honorable mentions. NotPetya. NotPetya initially appeared to be a ransomware, but was actually a highly destructive malware designed to wipe data. It primarily targeted businesses in Ukraine, but quickly spread worldwide, affecting major corporations like FedEx. The attack exploited vulnerabilities in Microsoft Windows, causing widespread disruption to global supply chains and critical systems. By many, it is considered to be the most devastating cyber attack of all time. CLES. The CLES virus was a widespread email-based worm that rapidly propagated by exploiting vulnerabilities in Microsoft Outlook. It spread by sending infected attachments to contacts in a user's address book, often masquerading as legitimate messages. CLES not only caused data corruption but also disabled antivirus software, making systems more vulnerable to further attacks. At its peak, CLES accounted for a large proportion of global email traffic and caused significant operational disruptions for businesses and individuals. Number 1. I Love You. I Love You was a notorious worm that spread through email disguised as a love letter with the subject line, I love you. People clicked on the attachment because it appeared to be a simple TXT file, since Windows hides file extensions by default. Also, who wouldn't want to read a love letter written just for them, when in reality it was a Visual Basic script that wreaked havoc on their computer. When users opened the attached file, it overwrote image, audio, and Office files with copies of itself, and then sent itself to every contact in the user's email list. Within a few hours, it infected millions of computers worldwide, causing email servers to crash and resulting in an estimated $10 billion in damages. Governments and large corporations were among the hardest hit. Thank you for watching till the end. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This is my first video, so let me know what you liked or disliked, or if you have any suggestions for future videos. My goal with this channel is to create content on cyber, hacking, IT, security tips, cyber and AI news, and more, to help everyone stay informed and secure.